Hey guys, what's up? And I am reporting back after watching The Fate of the Furious. And this video is absolutely going to contain spoilers because otherwise there's just no way that I can talk about a movie. And I don't like to feel like I have a limitation in my speech. So that is your official spoiler warning. All right, so let's dive into it. This movie was actually very good. Um, like when I was watching the trailers, the only thing that seemed to captivate me was the curiosity to find out what motivated Dom to seemingly betray his folks. But it turns out that all along he just had a plan to get back to the team. It was just a matter of time. And really, the reason why he had to, like, seemingly turn his back on his team was because he sort of had to play kind of a rescue game. And unbeknownst to him, he was actually a father already. And you guys know that Dom is like centralized on the idea of family and all that, which is really what we all as human beings are wired by. And I just thought that the movie tied in all those points very neatly. And um, yeah, I don't want to give the whole movie away, but there's just so much I want to mention. And I guess the coolest part of this had to be how, although this was like, it had like a kind of James Bond touch to the movie. In the very beginning, it's very culturally diverse, and I enjoyed that a lot. It was good to see different people, different backgrounds, and the movie was overall very fun from beginning to end. Like, since you are very intrigued to see what the resolution is going to be, you don't really have an opportunity to find yourself bored during this movie. And of course, you had people like The Rock being The Rock. And let me tell you that the action sequences, like the fighting scenes, whoever choreographed it did a fantastic job. Um, like, that's one of the things that even my boyfriend pointed out that really stood out. And it's like nothing about this was boring. And then there was this scene where all of a sudden it was like a rain of cars. And then it's interesting because in the back of my mind, as I watched that, I was telling myself, this is actually very possible in real life, because cars are computers and computers can get hacked. So ever since I have vehicles that are like really new, I've always had that aware. It's like when something messes up in a vehicle nowadays, it's usually a computer. So that makes repairs really expensive and whatnot. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Overall, though, I think the cast was perfect in this movie. We've had a very similar cast for multiple movies now. But of course, the one obvious part was that they're going to make a reference about Brian somehow. And the two moments that I caught and really remember right now are one of them was when the mother of Dom's child was like, well, I think that the daddy should choose the first name. I chose the middle name, which is Marco or Marcos. And then Dom immediately didn't give an answer, but we all knew that baby's name was going to be Brian. And at the very end of the movie, that's what they reveal. It is going to be Brian. So, and another time they referenced Brian was Letty was saying about the situation of Dom having turned his back on them. He was like, Brian would know what to do. Or she was like, Brian would know what to do. So, overall, guys, I want to say I'm very satisfied with having seen this movie because when I walked into it, I was like, I mean, I honestly thought it was going to be corny. because the trailer made it look like it was gonna be corny, but it's not bad. Like it's one of the best movies I've seen so far this year. But then again, there are so many more movies that I'm looking forward to seeing. So, but it's up there. It was a good investment of time, that's for sure. So yeah, you guys, what do you guys think? Have you been a fanatic of the Fast and Furious franchise? What do you think about it? Do you miss Paul Walker's character? Have you seen this movie already? Just what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me or disagree with me? What makes you cringe? I really think that the villain that they had in this movie was phenomenal because you felt the way that she had a lot of control. Like she just had control, but she didn't count on the fact that, her plans had flaws. So our good guys took advantage of them. But anyways, I won't reveal too much so that you guys actually have something to either add or look forward to. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and I will see you soon.